ProWrestlingSheet.com.
Hey everyone, it's Denise Salcedo, and today I am joined by Doc Gallows, Karl Anderson, and let's not forget Rocky Romero. What's up, guys?
We like to forget that little fella sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
Denise, we forget him once in a while. No harm, no foul.
Well, you know, we dropped an exclusive on your show last time that we were doing Talking Shop Full Keg, big exclusive, and then we got yelled at immediately
We got so much trouble for saying that.
we weren't supposed to drop it yet. We were like,
hey, that's on me. I'll eat that. I don't mind.
Leave it
It's
to the
okay.
good brothers, right?
Sometimes it happens, and it is what it is.
You had us so pumped up and excited to talk, like always. We just were all excited, and we dropped something. But hey, we got through it. So
that's
anyway,
right.
Thanks for having us back.
I might have made things a lot worse for you guys then, because I put that on my press release and sent it to everybody.
It only helped. I guess I just wish you'd have sent it to more. So they.
Yeah. If we're gonna get in trouble, let's go. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. You know, they always say just do it now and ask for forgiveness later.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. That's
true.
Yes. Heck of a motto.
Exactly. So, guys, let's just get right into it. The days are winding down for Talkin' Shop Mania 2, November 13th, Friday, November 13th. You guys are feeling that 13th a little lucky?
Oh, it's 8 days away. As they say about those other shows, it's Talkin' Shop Mania season. It's Friday the 13th. It's 10 p.m. It's Ball for a Ball. Sex Ferguson versus Chad Tubag. It's a shoot lucha libre death match where one man has to die, maybe more. Chavo Guerrero versus Chico El Luchador. All kinds of great cameos from all kinds of stars from all throughout professional wrestling. Generations brought together doing things you've never seen them do before and probably never will be again. It's hashtag worse than the first Talkin' Shop Mania 2.
I mean, I think November 13th is it's fitting, right? I mean, it's 10 o'clock, right? So you can warm yourself up with a little SmackDown from 8 till 9, and then at 9 o'clock you got to flip over to Talking Shop, right? Or sorry, you got to go over to Boozing with the Boys. So that's where we're going to go patreon.com/Talking Shop, and we're going to start doing a little hour pregame. And 30 minutes of that will be on our Patreon, but then Fight is going to air 30 minutes of that, right? Right, Gallows?
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to air 30 minutes of it on iPay-per-view on Fight, so people who have already pre-purchased the pay-per-view who may not be Patreon members can see all that craziness and a lot more. We had a lot of cool guest people pop in during these Boozing with the Boys. Before the last Talkin' Shop Mania, Chris Jericho popped in. So you never know who it's going to be, who's going to come on, say hello, join us for a few minutes in there. You're going to be watching us get lubed up and warmed up because we're nervous as hell.
Well, we'd love to. Hey, we'll send you a link, Denise, if you'll come in and hang out with us. If you're free that night, we'll send you a link to come hang out.
I'm already planning it. You guys are already on my calendar. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to miss this. And that's what I want to know in terms of how does one prepare to watch Talkin' Shop Mania 2? How should I get into the mood and prepare myself for this show?
Give her the schedule.
Yeah, it seems like are you a wine drinker, dare I say?
No, I don't drink at all. I'm the boring person.
If you were a wine drinker, you can go to tnsmania.com for all things Talkin' Shop. Get yourself some Hoot Blood or some Hoot et Sauvignon Blanc. But since you're not, do a little yoga. Hang upside down on your inversion table. Sit in a sauna. Whatever it is to get your head right, to get
a nice cup of tea, maybe.
Relax.
Chamomile.
Do something to make yourself lightheaded. So when you're walking in, spin around in circles 27 times.
What if someone does all of those things? Gets on their head, drinks the wine, does the circles. It's going to be a hell of a time.
Then they're going to love it.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
Just do it responsibly, and you'll have an absolute great time.
For sure.
So you guys kind of gave us a glimpse of what fans can expect already, but what would you say are going to be some of the major differences from Talkin' Shop Mania, the first one, and to now? What are some of the similarities that we might be seeing and some of the differences?
Bigger, badder, bolder, but I want Rocky, who broke the budget on this, to speak once again today about what took place in Los Angeles. We went we went all the way, and he still hasn't told us exactly how far we went because he won't show us the bank statements for this shoot that he did in LA. We're two separate locations, so definitely bigger and badder in a lot of different ways.
So Denise, we were so excited about, the Talking Shop Mania one when we got, such a great response from the fans worldwide. I mean, trending number 3 behind the NBA, their comeback of the NBA and UFC. I mean, we couldn't even believe it. We were like, what is going on? Obviously, there's something wrong with Twitter. It's not working because there's no way that the hashtag worst pay-per-view ever is actually trending. But we were. And so I feel like we got a little cocky and we decided to up the budget, AKA spend all the money that we made from the first one. and AKA, I mean, I spent all the money from because go ahead, Rob. We were supposed to have we had the idea of like, what about WrestleMania when they went to 3 different locations? 3 sounds a little crazy. Why don't we do 2? We'll do one from LA. We'll do one from the Gallows compound. And basically they said, do what you have to do, Rocky, make it happen. Chico versus Chavo, go nuts. And I did, and I may have overspent a little. So now we're in the red, and we're probably going to go a little bankrupt if people don't buy this show.
When are you guys going to see the lucky number, the overall total?
I think we're just all avoiding it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's being really shady right now, Denise. But I mean, I'll probably have the buy rate numbers for Talking Shop-A-Mania 2 before I see the damaged budget of Talking Shop-A-Mania 1. So,
we're not really good accountants. Yeah, we're not good accountants. So we're just kind of waiting to see, hopefully.
D'Lo Brown used to be a CPA. Maybe we could hire him on board to help us out. I don't know.
That's true.
What was fun was telling a story. Yes, don't look at the bank account.
Don't look at then it doesn't exist.
We just fine. Yeah,
it didn't happen.
More money, more problems, guys.
Exactly. Okay, so obviously, we're talking about all of the surprises, the major differences that we're seeing, but this is such a creative concept, though, and it's something that maybe if somebody would have brainstormed it before, they might have never thought that it would actually, you guys mentioned that you were shocked seeing that people on Twitter were talking about it. So what I'm trying to get at is, did you ever think that this brainchild of yours would become so popular and that audiences would be responding so positively to it?
I think we were very, very hopeful. We think we're very, very funny. And we were just so happy that
of course
some other people kind of shared in that sense of humor. And out of that came Talking Shop-A-Mania 2. So, and this one's pushing the envelope. We pushed the envelope on the first one. We are in left field. So if you get our sense of humor, be prepared because it may even be too much for you. They keep saying rated R. I think it's TVMA. It might be NC-17. It's not X-rated, but I mean, we're all the way. We're pushing some limits on this thing. There's some vulgarity in there that's just stupid humor that I think a portion of our audience will love. I hope all of them, and I hope any new audience members are not completely in shock. But if they are, hey, you're only out $14.99. What the hell? I've spent $14.99 on worthless things.
Well, it's like any type of boneyard match.
Yeah.
Well, you have a ball for a ball match.
That's how you top it. Yeah. It's Sex Ferguson versus Chad Too Bad, and the winner is one of them has to rip the other's ball out, and just one ball. There's 2 because most males have 2, and so we're trying to rip out one. Yes. Well, we're trying to rip out one, and whoever rips out the one is the winner. But we can't forget what Talking Shop Mania 2 is, right? It's the rise of the torturer, this whole new character that not everybody understands, and we there's a little bit of a backstory to why he's here midway through, and then you start to figure him out, and that's what part 2 is all about, the rise of the torturer, this brand new character. But it's all we're just wanting to tell a story.
He's basically the Darth Vader of the Talking Shop world, I would say so, right? Or the Emperor, maybe?
Yeah, in a very twisted hand-using way.
Very twisted.
He's basically Gallows.
Hey, man.
I love this because at one point I thought that the eye for an eye thing, the snatching of the eye, somebody must lose an eye, was going to be the worst thing that I was going to hear about this year. And you guys top that.
That's what we do.
You can't put an eye for an eye match on national television or on worldwide pay-per-view when Talking Shop-A-Mania, the alternate universe of professional wrestling, exists. and not think we're going to spoof that shit. Now, come on. Those are two of the greatest performers in the history of the business. But if you guys are going to rip each other's eyes out, we're going to rip each other's nuts off. That's all.
Hold on.
That's all there's going to happen.
Give me Raw Underground. Give me Retribution. And watch us spoof the hell out of it. Give me Retropooption, a debuting faction.
Retropooption will be
Talking
debuting.
Shop-A-Mania.
Roll Undershed.
Roll Undershed. Where can you explain the concept a little bit, Karl?
Well, Roll Undershed is a spot in our show in Talking Shop Mania 2 where Roll Undershed are the real fights, right? And the other stuff is all the fake shit. So that's what it is.
Yeah. It's
Just like how they do on TV.
Yeah.
I love how we're differentiating the both of them. So are guys going to be cringing? I'm assuming if they're seeing somebody's balls almost get ripped off, the guys watching are going to be cringing, right?
You don't think about how many different ways you can attempt to rip a man's scrotum out until you have 20 minutes to do it. There are a lot of different methods that you can try to apply. There's assistance, there's weapons. There's tricks, stunts, gags, goozles. There's a lot going on in this thing.
So ladies, take note.
Yeah.
Maybe don't. Please don't.
No. Please
I'm
don't.
going to blame you guys. The guys are going to start blaming you guys now. The ladies are going to have the tips, and they're going to know what to do.
Your fiance is going to be pissed off at us.
Exactly. I'm going to be like, you know what? You pissed me off today. I'm going to rip your balls out, and this is how I know how to do it, because I watched Talking Shop-A-Mania too.
I'm going to tie a rope around your balls, hook it to a truck, and put it in reverse, and that's
see what happens.
little spoiler there for you.
Things can get messy in Talking Shop-A-Mania.
One of the things that I was curious about is that after the first one, how many people or wrestlers or anybody would you say reached out to you guys and were like, hey guys, if you're doing this again, I want to be part of it? Was this something that you guys saw happen a lot?
Yeah, and I think it even surprised us because, we've all promoted wrestling in one way or another, been a part of that. And when a new show pops up, guys will go, hey, I'd like to get booked on the show. This is not that kind of a thing. So we're thinking people are going to be like, we do not want to be part of this. It was quite the opposite. We had calls from people we currently work with, to guys that, were legends that we looked up to all kinds of people who were just going, hey, we'd love to get involved. And we were like,
even people who are contracted and can't come, we're like, damn, I wish I could be there. That's the truth of it. So.
We had that's why our roster got so big, because we started getting excited. We didn't want to say no. We're like, oh well, man, this guy'd be great right here. Well, we could plug him in right here. Well, how about she's doing this? And then all of a sudden we got 50 freaking wrestlers on a Talking Shop-A-Mania show, and we're going, uh-oh.
That's why the bill was so high then.
Well, no, it was Rocky and Los Angeles was the main part. But yes,
we haven't done the accounting. We'll wait till we tally everything up.
Right.
I'm telling you though, but Chavo versus Chico Lucha Libre death match it's like the Matrix, man. It's worth it. That's worth it by itself.
Shootings, killings, all kinds of crazy stuff.
So now I gotta ask, obviously, the way that Talking Shop-A-Mania is shot is very different. It's not your typical everyday wrestling show that you're seeing in terms of production wise. So what were some of the biggest challenges that you faced, whether if it was location, scouting with talent, COVID? What were some of the biggest challenges that you guys dealt with?
My God, one of the executive producers couldn't show up on the day of shooting. I mean, he's also an executive producer and talent.
You'll notice though that Gallows, it's starting to show off. He's CGI Gallows.
Well, of course.
Because in the storyline, what happened is we got so rich from part one, he wasn't even going to leave his house. He's just going to be a CGI the whole time because he's so rich and famous. But he actually had to go on set for something.
Yeah, I was shooting something else, and once you sign a contract, you can't they can change shooting days on you, and they changed it to the day that everyone in wrestling is at my house shooting a pay-per-view. And I'm sitting in a trailer in Atlanta waiting to go on set all day long, driving myself crazy. No fingernails left after that one. I was hitting these guys up and bothering them, bothering the talent, bothering my wife, bothering anybody who was near my house, going, what's going on, what's happening now, what are they doing, did they do it right? It was driving me crazy. But, there was a lot of challenges with that. And then obviously safely traveling all this talent through a pandemic and getting them here and lodging them and figuring out, the best measures to keep everybody safe, and then pulling it off. Like I was on set for 10 and a half, 11 hours. I drove straight here from Atlanta. I changed right into Sex Ferguson and ran out in the yard. And we started ripping each other's balls off.
That's a way to end the night, right? But I can't imagine like all of this giant production is taking place in your home, and you're like, "That's my home," and I'm not there to be there.
It was insanity.
Yeah, thank God for Gallows' wife who let us have this crazy pay-per-view. Basically, let the kids play. Like, oh, okay, they can go play in the front yard.
Yeah.
Just don't screw anything up and break anything, please.
Yeah,
You know?
I've said this now a couple times on a couple interviews today, but like I pre-watched it yesterday, and 10 minutes in, I start crying, laughing. I'm crying, laughing, because it's really, I mean, the shit. Because I think the stuff with us on commentary, because we're doing commentary over it, and like we're truly having a good time doing commentary. We're truthfully laughing, like we're not bullshit any of the commentary. Like when we start laughing and almost spit up our drinks, laughing during commentary, that's real, and it's fucking some funny shit.
Yeah.
Rocky, for you, knowing that obviously you do commentary for New Japan, how different is it like going from, doing like weeks of the G1 to then calling commentary for this?
Denise, it's night and day in every sense of the word. I mean, two completely different worlds. One is wrestling, sport, when you talk about New Japan, the king of sports and all this, to Talking Shop Mania, which is just this crazy alternate universe, like Gallows said, and it's just zany, and it's meant to be bad, but it's so bad that it's good. So that's what Talking Shop Mania is, and yeah, I don't know. I'm glad that I get to do it with my best friends, and we basically do what we do on the podcast on commentary, and that's what makes it fun. We're just laughing and trying to pop each other and make each other laugh, as well as tell you the backstory of what's going on and how we ended up here. I don't know how many times we ruined the finish because we were laughing so hard, and we're telling you the true story of how we filmed it and what was going on, how many takes it took. It's pretty cool.
like Rory Fox's promo, he takes him like 8 times to get it right, and so we keep having to edit it, and we're laughing about it on commentary. Next thing you know, his promo's over because we've just talked over it.
You're breaking that fourth wall, and I think that as a viewer, I think that's what the viewers want to see. And they want to see like the craziest, most outrageous, outlandish things that you can think of. So personally, as a fan, I think that's why this concept, this idea works.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Awesome, guys. This is the end of our interview. Please make sure to plug in anything you guys want to plug in, social media, obviously the show, etc.
Hey,
November,
well, of course, Talking Shop Mania.
This is your thing, Gallows. Call it out, baby.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we were losing it for a second. Obviously, Talking Shop Mania, Friday, November 13th, 10 p.m. Eastern, worldwide pay-per-view in demand, iPay-per-view via the Fight app where you can pre-order now. Make sure you join us for Boozing with the Boys. It starts at 9 p.m. before the event goes on the air at 10 p.m. The first half will be on patreon.com/talkandshop. The rest will stay and continue on Fight TV, which will lead into the broadcast the very next night. Impact Wrestling presents Turning Point on Impact Plus at $7.99 for the month. Every Impact pay-per-view in our history, plus special events like this one. Lots of great independent content over there. We'll be facing the North for the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championship. So you want to tune in and watch us win and become Triple Crown Tag Team Champions of the world. All things Talking Shop. Go over to tnsmania.com. We have updates on our booze. Our wine is available right now. It is shipping all over the United States. If you buy a case or more, that's free shipping anywhere in the U.S. Our live events, appearances, all that stuff is available there. Follow at Talking Shop and follow the boys at Machine Gun KA for Karl Anderson, at Azúcar Rock for Rocky Romero, and for the Big LG, myself, Doc Gallows, at _Big LG. That was my final tongue twister of the day. Thank you all for listening.
The champ speaks.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and post all of those links in the description box below so you can find that all there. But guys, do not miss Talking Shop Mania 2 on Friday, November 13th on Fight TV. Again, description links will be in the description box. Guys, thank you so much. I had a great time chatting with you all today, and I hope we get to chat again in the near future. Can't wait to see the show. I'll be tweeting about it. Guys, like this video and subscribe. See you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
ProWrestlingSheet.com